The long, hot days of August mark the time when young men strap on the armor of the season. The time when they put their bodies through the rigors of physical conditioning and one-on-one battle.
Drive! Feet! Go! Work 'em.
These young men have a goal: to put on the orange and blue, to be a part of Syracuse football. From the practice field to the playing field, football is a hard-fought battle. For the Orange Men of Syracuse, it's a battle worth winning. Football at Syracuse is excitement. It's the thrill of winning Saturday afternoons on the road to seasons of success. Syracuse football is the feeling of pride that comes from seeing the Orange march down the field to victory. At Syracuse University, football is a memorable experience, the focal point of autumn Saturday afternoons. It's Orange Fever. The home of this phenomenon known as Orange Fever is Syracuse University. From its founding in Syracuse, New York in 1870, Syracuse University has developed into a private liberal arts institution that's ranked among the top schools in the country. A prestigious university attended by students from all 50 states and more than 100 foreign countries, Syracuse has a tradition of academic excellence that's nationally recognized. Tradition in the classroom is accompanied by another fine tradition, the tradition of Orange Men football. Many memorable teams and many great players have worn the orange and blue. One of these great squads was the 1959 team that finished the regular season at 10-0 and then, with a Cotton Bowl victory over Texas, grabbed the national championship. Stars such as Heisman Trophy winner and College Hall of Famer Ernie Davis, John Mackey, Larry Zonka, and present-day New York Giants star Joe Morris have all been a part of Orange Fever. Such a rich tradition plays an important role in a young man's decision to don the orange and blue.
Back in the 60s, early 60s, you have the great ones like Jim Brown, Ernie Davis, Lloyd Little. You always, look up to those guys as your idols, and you want to, just perform and play well like they did.
To play for Syracuse means a lot to me. I wouldn't have gone here if I didn't believe in the tradition here.
In 1959, my father captained the national championship team. And he's told me so many stories about so many great players that came to Syracuse and what a fine tradition it's had. And you could say that I really wanted to follow in his footsteps and in the footsteps of all the other great football players that have attended Syracuse.
Front, back, left.
The responsibility for upholding this tradition falls on the shoulders of head coach Dick MacPherson. More than just a leader, Coach Mack is a teacher, working to build winners with a philosophy that strives to teach more than the X's and O's of football.
You've got to have perfect technique to beat him. Good job.
I think just what football is all about, that there are many, many ups and downs. And when you get on the ups, you've got to realize some downs are coming. You've got to work hard. You've got to work with people, and you've got to work together. And if you work together and you work hard, some great things are going to happen.
The results of working together become evident on Saturdays with touchdowns and victories. And winning leads to young men who take pride in being the best they can be in all phases of life.
Coach Mack isn't the type of coach that just tries to coach you in football. He tries to lead you throughout life, including school, family, and sports. He
he tries to, impress you with the thought that it doesn't matter what you do in life, just give it 100%. It's not what you do, but how you do it.
Coach Mack is really interested in us. He cares about us. He wants us to go out there and get our education. He wants us to go out there and perform up to our ability athletically, and he demands that we perform to our ability in both areas.
Athletes who are successful in both football and academics are a reality at Syracuse University because both the athletic staff and the university are committed to providing all students with a complete college education. Since 1983, Syracuse has had 2 National Football Foundation Hall of Fame scholar athletes and a Rhodes Scholar candidate in defensive tackle Tim Green. Coach Mack and his staff provide the athlete with the best of both worlds.
Every individual coach is responsible for his own people, plus the full-time academic advisor and his staff. So we guide them to take the right courses in terms to be able to graduate and get a degree. We have a study table. We have tutors. We have a magnificent setting, which is a brand new facility for eating, studying, tutors, nice closed-off private classrooms. So we have provided the setting and everything to be successful. Our program here is based on eliminating all excuses for failure. So now it's up to you, and that, to me, is how kids grow.
Growing and learning are what college is all about. And at Syracuse University, the student-athlete has ample opportunity to do both. Over 200 areas of study are available at Syracuse, including the Newhouse School of Communications, the #1 such program in the country. It's the goal and the responsibility of academic advisor Dick Whittam to help the athlete find the one that's right for him.
We monitor the student's progress and assist in any way we can via academic tutoring, study tables, individual counseling, career planning, orientation, those kinds of programs to assist each student in achieving the bachelor's degree, which we feel is so important.
Syracuse offers the student-athlete the opportunity to explore his maximum academic and athletic potential with facilities valued at over $450 million. Library collections of over 2 million volumes, as well as laboratory and studio resources of all types, allow the student to grow to the maximum in whatever area he chooses. At Syracuse University, it's the goal of Coach Mack that each athlete be able to keep the proper relationship between his academic pursuits and football.
I know that in the beginning of every season, Coach Mack stresses that our first priority at Syracuse is to get an education. Our second priority is to play football.
I found much more success playing football at Syracuse and doing my academics than I did even in high school. I found more time and more individual attention from tutors and from teachers towards my academics.
There's always a time set aside for academics. You just have to go back to know your residents and sit down and take care of it.
At Syracuse University, residence for the football player means the Skytop Apartments. Located on a hill overlooking the Manley Athletic Center, Skytop provides the finest in college living. Each 2-bedroom apartment provides the athlete with the best possible atmosphere for study as well as relaxation. Frequent buses to the main campus provide the student-athlete with easy access to classes and to the Manley practice facility. When not in the classroom or at Skytop, the Syracuse football player can most likely be found at the Manley Fieldhouse. Whether he's pumping iron in the modern weight room or practicing for this week's game, this is where he works to improve his strength and football skills. With everything he needs located at this one complex, the football player gains a sense of community. Whether enjoying an outdoor barbecue or the nutritious meals served at the training table, he's able to relax and enjoy the friendship and togetherness necessary to provide good teamwork. The responsibility of turning all this good food into muscle lies with strength coach Mike Wosick, who fully understands the importance of pure physical strength.
Basically, we don't look at weight training as an end in itself, but rather a means towards an end. What I try to tell the football players is that everything they do on the football field requires the application of force. And if we can improve their strength potential, then we can focus on other areas, meaning movement, speed, agility, explosiveness, A stronger player is less susceptible to injury. He's able to run faster, hit harder, jump higher. So there are a lot of tremendous benefits associated with weight training, and really at this level of football, you've got to do a great job with that area to stay up with the other folks.
The final test of strength comes on Saturday at the Carrier Dome. With a seating capacity of over 50,000, the Carrier Dome is the only on-campus facility of its type anywhere in the country. With a constantly controlled atmosphere, the Carrier Dome is a terrific place to play football.
You can always feel comfortable when you're running the ball, and in all positions, I think overall it's just a great place to play in.
The dome is terrific. As you said, we don't have to worry about wind, we don't have to worry about rain, mud, sleet, snow, and you can really concentrate on getting timing, anticipation, and it's just an atmosphere that you can go in there and you know what's going to be there, and you just have to go out there and perform.
Once in the dome, the football player is greeted by 50,000 screaming fans, each and every one of whom is the victim of orange fever.
Fantastic fans that just come in, give you all the support you could imagine, and you just feel so much at home.
It's totally amazing. I mean, everyone gets together, we go to the football game, everyone's dressed up in orange, and we're all cheering and yelling. And after the game, we all go out and celebrate, we have parties all over the place. The streets are filled with people. It's totally amazing.
Syracuse has such a rich tradition of running backs, it's easy to forget that there's more to football than offense. But Coach Mack believes in something else. It's called the Big Orange Defense. Regardless of whether one plays for the hard-hitting defense or for Syracuse's explosive offense, wearing the orange and blue allows a young man to experience the pride that is Syracuse football.
Syracuse has a great reputation as football all the way back to Jim Brown and Ernie Davis, and just to be a part of the same things they were a part of, even at a later date, it's a great feeling.
When you're in an orange uniform and you're running out there on the field and you have 50,000 people yelling for you in the Carrier Dome, it's really something. It's not anything you can explain or really tell someone about, because you just have to experience it.
Put on those orange jerseys and the orange helmet, to go out there and just play with the guys and play as a team, and just give 100% effort. That's the thrill for me right there.
There's a lot of tradition and pride here, and we're on the upswing. I think this is the place to be.
And what I think we've been able to do in our coaching career is be very proud of the kids that we graduate. They have a feeling of what life is all about. And that's why I'm committed to football. I believe in it. We're as good as you are and how good you want to be. And they put the responsibility right back on them. Make them believe in themselves and go from there.
Catch the excitement of Syracuse football. Be a part of Orange Fever.